All right, guys, so we are getting started on tonight's training. Just a reminder, if you haven't muted yourself, go ahead and hit the mute button real quick. And then when we go to ask questions or whatever it may be, you can unmute yourself. I'd be happy to answer your questions at that point. Hello, Denise. Welcome, welcome. Glad you're here. So tonight, guys, we're talking about our ideal client. So I actually went to college for marketing, and this is something that I studied and did in college. I wrote many reports on this. And so when I was pulling together our training today, I learned a lot. I learned some more too. That is actually to go more with a direct selling. So today we're going to talk about our ideal client. When we are thinking about ideal clients, we need to know who we are talking to before we start talking to them. A lot of us make posts without a real purpose behind them. Did you know that Facebook is still the largest social media site in the world with over 2 billion active users who check in every single day? So we want our posts to be what I've learned and I've heard and I've been taught to be called sticky. You want it to stick. You want people to like it, love it, share it. So you want your posts to be like that, which just means that it grabs people's attention. And I wanted to share a blog with you that I found today that I've been like all day going to because I thought it's got some really great content on it. And it's www.socialmediaexaminer.com. So www.socialmediaexaminer.com. And this blog shares all the latest and greatest technology tips and stats and data when it comes to anything technology, to Twitter, to Instagram, to Facebook. If you want to know what's going to catch people's attention, check out that website. It's got some really great tools, and almost everything on there is free, which I love too, because you can just go and explore and it doesn't cost you a dime, just a little bit of time. That rhymed. It's kind of cute. All right, so let's keep going. A part of deciding what to post on social media platform is knowing the goal of your channel. So who are you trying to serve? That's the key word right there, guys, serve. And who should actually be there? Not really sure how to speak the language of your ideal client, wondering what in the world he or she wants. Let's do some sleuthing, right? That was our theme tonight. We're going to sleuth a little bit here. So here's how to find your ideal client. Ask lots of questions. Yep, in your parties, in your groups, on your page, ask. And then the most important thing is listen. You've got to listen to your customers and to your hosts and see what their needs are. Take notes. Guys, I'm almost 40 this year, and my brain is not working the same as it did when I was in my 20s. And I know it's going to keep going the opposite direction. So we have to take notes. If we don't take notes, we will forget, and then we let people down, and we let ourselves down, right? So what words do you consistently use? What words do you consistently see? And what people are, if they're asking questions, if they're liking a certain tool. I've done a few videos with the, what's that thing called, guys, where it chops really fast? What is that called? Anybody know? Write it in the comments. Our new Ultimate Mandolin, the super fast one, Rapid Mandolin. I've used it a couple times, and every time I do a live video with that, people are like, oh my gosh, what? That could save so much time in my kitchen and in my life. So I've learned that makes a really good live demo for my clientele, the ones who are watching me, because they're looking for fast, quick, and easy. So network and scroll. So yes, I'm giving you guys permission to scroll through your friends' posts, through some groups, and see what's happening out there. What are people talking about? What are their issues? What are their troubles in the kitchen? See what people are saying. And now once you see what they're saying, what solutions can we give them with our Pampered Chef tools? Can our product provide them a solution to what they're complaining about or whining about or talking about on Facebook? You want to survey your people. Have you guys done a survey? So a simple Google form can tell you a lot about what you should be showing and doing with your core clients. So create one and send it to your people. So let's raise the hands real quick. How many of you have a Facebook business page? Okay. How many of you have a Facebook VIP page? Okay, so your VIP people, so I'm going to go into this in just a second. Your VIPers are the ones you want to pull, not your business page. We're going to go into that in a second. But your VIPers are the ones who are your core customers, your core hosts. Those are the ones you want to send this Google form out. So I would create a Google form and ask open-ended questions about what they love about our products, what else they might like to see in our group. So what are we missing? What would they like to see that I'm not posting? And what do they need help with? Then take all this information and use it to serve them. So once we know what they need and want, then we can start putting the content together to actually reach them and to make them excited to be part of our group and to continue being our customers. So let's talk real quick about how to figure out your ideal client. So here's where you need your pen if you haven't started using it yet. I want you to write down these questions, and your assignment this week is to sit down with a cup of coffee, a glass of wine, margarita, whatever makes you happy, and go through these questions and really say, who is my ideal person? Who am I trying to reach with my posts and with my business? So first one, write down some demographics about your client, your ideal client or customer, whichever word you want to use. What are the demographics? Are they young? Are they middle-aged? Are they older? Are they traveling like me? Like, am I trying to reach people who are in RV? You know, when I sit down and do this, I've got to think who's going to relate to my tiny little kitchen and my little power that turns off and I blow fuses all the time because I don't know how to work anything like my air conditioning and my air fryer at the same time. Like, those are struggles I deal with, but that's not struggles that Kim deals with. Right? Kim's got a home, so she probably doesn't blow fuses every day, but that's an ideal person for me. All right, so let's see here. How old are they? Write down that. Where do they live? Are they city girls, city boys? Are they country folk? What is it that who you think you can reach? Do they have children? Or are they single and only cooking for one person? That's a huge niche that a lot of people don't reach because a lot of people have kids or families or whatever. But those who are single, that's a huge area because I hear it all the time. I don't know about you guys, but I only cook for one person. So I don't really cook anymore because I don't know what to do because it's just too much food. So if you can solve the problem of cooking for one person, even two, that's a huge niche you could crack into. How do they spend their free time? So think about it. How does your person spend their free time? What hobbies do they enjoy? So free time, hobbies, what do they value? What's important to them? This won't take you long to do, guys, but it's so important to get into the heart of the person you're trying to reach so that you know what to create, you know what to post, because now you know who your person is. What are their struggles? What does your ideal client struggle with every day? A lot of mine are working moms who have kids in sports and they're running from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next, and they have no time in the kitchen. So it's my job to show them, okay, if you put this in this pressure cooker before you leave, when you come home for 30 minutes, dinner will be ready, then you can go to sports. Like, that's what we want to do. We want to solve problems. What are their pain points that relate to our product line? So are they having trouble with the simple slicer? Are they having trouble with the manual food processor? What could be an issue for them that you can solve before they even have to ask? Can opener, guys, that's an issue, right? We know people look at our can opener, they buy a can opener, and then it sits in the drawer because they're like, I don't know how to use this. Once they figure it out, they love it and they'll talk about it to everybody they know. But if we know that ahead of time, we can do a quick video, 30 seconds of just my hands. This is how you use the can opener, guys. Let's make some chili tonight. Something super simple. All right, so everyone got their questions written down? All right, good. So now, once we figure out who our ideal client is, then we can start creating content. I think I've said this already, that they will want to see, that they desire to see. We can post on many different platforms. We know this, guys, our business page, our VIP page, and Table now. Pampered Chef has this amazing Table tool. We also have Instagram and Twitter and YouTube. Oh my goodness, we have a lot of places that we can post, right? So don't get overwhelmed. You don't need to do all of those right now. What I want you to do is pick a few and just do them good, do them well. So let's talk about your business page for a second. For those of you that raised your hand, I homeschool my children, my English. Let's see how good that is. Oh, let's see how they graduate in a few years. All right, so your business page. If you're running a business page on Facebook, according to the Facebook guidelines, you have to have a business page. So you can't post from your personal page. It has to be done through your business page. We need to make sure that we're playing by the rules when we're using Facebook. It's a free platform, right? I know we get frustrated a lot. Facebook changes a lot. They drive us crazy, but it's free, right? So we need to play along with the guidelines. So I want you to think of your business page as your front window, your storefront, right? You're walking down Las Vegas, which I was doing a couple days ago, and there's these Prada stores and all these gorgeous clothes and purses that I can't believe people spend that much money on ever in my life, but they're there and they're in the storefront and they caught my eye. And the object of a storefront is to draw people in, right? So it's not who you are relationally yet. It's not what you're trying to, it's just a beautiful picture of who you're trying to reach, your target market, and in a nutshell, what you're about, okay? Your VIP group is like inviting your friends over to your house. I want you to think of this. I love this analogy. I want you to think of it like a mullet. You guys remember the mullets? What is it? Business in the front, party in the back. So we have our business page in the front and we have our VIP group in the back, right? That's where the party happens. This is where you'll build your personal profile. You're going to let people into your life. Things that are going on in your life, your customers and hosts need to be part of this group. So every party you have, every host that you have, every guest that you have, you should be inviting to your VIP group and allow them to join, because they're the ones who are already buying from you and will more than likely continue to be your customers in the future. So a good homework assignment for this week is to touch base with the people in your VIP group. So I did this earlier today because I wanted to just be a good example. I went to my VIP group and said, how many people do I have in here? I don't even know who's in here. So you can go pull it up. You can look at everybody that's in there. And then you can actually just send them a message. And so a good way this week is to touch base with them and say something like this. Hey, I really value, my group's called Traveling Taste Buds, hence because I'm traveling, right? So, hey, I really value you in my Traveling Taste Buds group. I just wanted to check in. Are you enjoying the content? Do you need any help with any products? Need recipes? I'm here to help. I hope you have a beautiful day. So, and I'm not trying to sell anything. I'm just touching base. They have chosen to be part of my VIP group. So at this point, they may say, I don't want to be a part of this group anymore, and they can check out. And that's fine, because you want active people in your group. Remember, it's better to have a small engagement group than a large non-engagement group. So spend some time this week going through that list and checking in with people and just see if they still want to be part of it. We also have Table, right? That's super cool. And I know, Denise, are you doing your customer VIP through Table now? I know that Danielle is.
Not completely yet.
Okay, so I know Danielle, and maybe in another week she can talk about this, but she moved all of her VIPers over to Table, where she can send them email, text messages, it's pretty cool. So I have not done that yet, but I know it's doable, and I know Danielle's doing it. So, so if you want more information on that, let me know and I can get more information from Danielle as well. But it is an option, right? And so when you're in Table sending out messages, you want people who are going to be active. You want people who want your text message. You want people who want your emails when you're adding them into that. So we are going to end this part of the call with some fun handouts. So I sent them to your directors earlier today, and we're going to go over a couple of these. One is 100 engagement posts. So when you do your homework and you message your director, which I'll give you in just a second, they're going to be able to send you these awesome handouts. And there's so many things in here. 100 guys, 100 engagement things that you can say on your Facebook group to get people engaged and talking. Like today's National Grilled Cheese Day. Did you guys know that? Have you posted anything in your VIP group or on table or in your business page about grilled cheese? Because it is National Grilled Cheese Day. And the whole object of engagement posts is to get people just interacting with each other. You're not selling anything. You're just getting them to talk and to be excited about being on your page. Because then when that one day comes, when you do ask or you do post about bookings, guess what? They've all been active. So they're seeing your posts. It's all these logarithms stuff that's in this IT world, but it really does work. So these engagement posts are just made to be fun. And then I also have another one too that I gave to your directors. It says customer relationships. And it's ideas for building better customer relationships. So it's not exhaustive. The list can definitely have more and more, but there's just a few things that you can do. One of them being the birthday, anniversary, and holidays. Are you guys doing the Facebook birthday bash? Did you try it one time and then say, I didn't work, I'm going to be done? Or did you keep going? Because I can tell you, I just started mine this month, today. And every month I'm like, oh, should I do this again? I feel like I'm repeating myself, but it's all new people. They're all brand new people with the birthday bash. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, there are trainings on the birthday bash. So reach out to your directors and we'd be happy to share those with you.
Christy, can I make one little point on that?
Yeah.
So my March birthday bash was like flopping last month. And I didn't have a big group in my March. And I don't know if all of y'all, maybe some of y'all don't have big, followings on Facebook, maybe you don't have big groups. And one of the trainings, they said to try to send like 300 people. So, and I had to meet totals last month. So I did a spring birthday bash. So I did March, April, and May's. So if you don't have big followings, don't be afraid to do like 6 months, like a summer or a spring or like a year, and to get a big number. So just throwing that out there, because yeah, it went really good.
No, that's a great idea. Especially if you don't, like you said, if you don't have a ton of people on Facebook, then your numbers will be smaller of who you're asking to join it. Yeah. So maybe combining a few months and just looking at your calendar and going, okay, this is the month I'm going to do that. And then really working it and posting it. So today I posted in my VIP group, I said, hey guys, I'm doing a birthday bash for all my April birthdays, but because you're VIP, you're invited as well too. So let me know if you want to come. And I had like 4 people who said, yeah, please add me. I'm like, oh, that'd be great if they order. Fingers crossed, So it's one of those things where it doesn't have to just be April birthdays. Yes, please share the link. Yes, please invite your friends, whatever it may be. So what I want you guys to do, and we'll end on this note, and then I think there's people posting questions, so we'll go through those in just a second. So what I want you guys to do is send a message to your upline this evening before you crawl into bed. Now it's only 5 o'clock my time, so I'm not going to bed yet. We're actually going to Vegas, but you guys are probably getting ready to crawl into bed. So before you crawl into bed, tell them one thing you're going to do this week based off the training from this evening. One thing, not asking a lot, that you're going to do this week to help grow your business. Then once they get that, they can hold you accountable, because that's what we're here for, right, girls? We're here to help, but it's also then they can send you these awesome handouts that I promise you're going to want your hands on, because it's going to stir up some creativity, make you guys excited about posting and stuff. So that's all I have for tonight. Any questions, Kim, Denise, Lynn, that you read on the posts, or is everyone good? Or does anybody have a question?
Christy, can those be I put it in the chat. Can those be posted to the Rockstars page? Because
they cannot, because of where I got them from, but we can send them to you individually. Okay. So whoever's on the call tonight can get their hands on them.
Okay, how will we do that?
Who's your
Message-
upline?
Message.
Nancy Joe.
Yeah, so Janet, you just message her project broadcast where you got the message to get here today. Just message that you want them and I'll send them to you.
Message Nancy Joe or,
Nancy, I do Nancy Joe's project broadcast. So when you send her the message that you want them, I will send it back to you.
okay. All right, thank you.
And Janet, you can always message me too. We'll all help you. Just message one of us.
Thank you.
No problem. Any questions in the, what's-
Michaela, who is your director?
so the upline is the person who either recruited you or the who trains you, your director or above.
Danielle.
Okay.
So Danielle will have it
That
for
would
you.
be-
Yeah, so Danielle will
Danielle.
have them. She's got
Okay.
them all. She's just not here tonight, but she has everything.
Thank you.
Okay, and Christy, I apologize because I posted in
Thank
there, so
you.
we cannot post them on social media, is that correct?
Yes, so just keep it to whoever finishes their homework and completes tonight.
Okay, so y'all disregard my message.
These are exclusive for you guys.
Exclusive, there you go.
Mhm. Yep. All right. Any other questions? If not, we ended early. You guys rock your night. It was 2 pages of stuff in 25 minutes. We're good. Hold on one second.